You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on. News 25 is brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law, voted best of Pahrump for 4 years. Give them a call, 775-727-9900. News 25 is also brought to you by Gunny's Air Conditioning and Heating, new, service, and repair. Call Gunny's, 775-727-6800.
Hello and welcome to this edition of News 25. I'm Unette Gentry. Thanks for joining us on Ace Country Radio, and we're also streaming at KPVM.TV. We're also on your Roku devices. It is Thursday, August 14th. In our top story, a Pahrump woman is now facing charges after deputies say a domestic disturbance turned violent with threats, damaged property, and assaults. News 25's Rory Rossell has these details.
A Pahrump woman was taken into custody on Monday night, August 11th, after a domestic disturbance that authorities say involved threats, property damage, and physical assaults. Deputies at the Nye County Sheriff's Office responded to a home shortly after 8:15 p.m. when a man reported that a woman house guest had torn up his residence and was intoxicated. The man told deputies that he had allowed the woman to move in 2 months earlier in hopes of helping her get her life back on track. According to his statement, she damaged her room by punching holes in the wall, throwing a soda can at him, and attempting to strike him with a pen. She also threatened to burn down the house and kill him. When deputies arrived, they found the suspect, identified as Serena Smith, in a back room. They described her as visibly intoxicated, unsteady on her feet, and slurring her speech. When deputies were speaking to her, Smith allegedly shouted threats to kill another woman present at the scene. Moments later, she reportedly pushed through a glass door in an attempt to leave, striking a juvenile in the face with the door. Deputies say Smith also resisted arrest, pulling away and physically struggling as they attempted to handcuff her. She was eventually restrained and transported to the Nye County Detention Center. She was booked on charges of child abuse or neglect, resisting a public officer, and a first offense of domestic battery. The man involved told deputies that he did not want to press charges for the threats, and the second adult victim also declined to pursue charges. Serena Smith now remains in custody at the Nye County Detention Center.
Thank you, Rory, for that report. And for you, News 25 watchers out there, you should know that today is Rory's second to last day here at KPVM News 25 because she's moving on to college to expand her talented journalism career. Good luck to all that's ahead of you, Rory. We are rooting for you and we'll miss you here at News 25. In other news, the Summerlin South baseball team lit up the national stage at the Little League World Series. Here's Mikey Ruhand with all that and more in sports.
Time now for your News 25 look at sports and streaming at KPVM.TV and now on Roku devices. The Las Vegas Aviators lost on Wednesday night 5-2 to the Tacoma Rainiers. Rematch this evening at 7:05 where Nick Carter throws out the first pitch and sings the national anthem. Jewel Lloyd had 21 points and 5 3-pointers off the bench, and the Las Vegas Aces beat the New York Liberty 83-77 on Wednesday night for their 5th straight victory. The Raiders will play their first preseason home game on Saturday when they welcome the San Francisco 49ers. The Summerlin South All-Stars, who won their first game of the Little League World Series in dominant fashion, defeating Illinois 16-1 in Williamsport, Pennsylvania on Wednesday. The Summerlin South All-Stars advanced to face Washington, the Northwest Region winner, on Friday. WWE and the Las Vegas Convention and Visitors Authority announced on Thursday that 2-day combo tickets for WrestleMania 42 will be available for sale on Wednesday, September 24th at 8 a.m. local time. Shout out to Marie and Linda at Ian Deutsch Memorial Park, and that's your look at sports on News 25.
Thanks for hitting it out the park there, Mikey, as usual. Well, in more local news, are you looking for a new or used vehicle? You're in luck. Saida Trudeau Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram has you covered with their annual sizzling summer sales event happening this weekend. News 25 caught up with the general manager, Jesse, for more details on this sale.
Well, this is Saida Trudeau's Sizzling Summer Sales Event. It's a clearance event. We do it every year. All the employees, the salespeople, even customers look forward to it. We drop our prices to the lowest prices of the year, rock bottom, just to clear everything out so we could start fresh. We have great deals on RVs, new and used, trucks, SUVs, and vans, again, new and used. Have cargo vans. As an example, right behind me, I have a 2015 Jeep Renegade, super clean. I dare you to find one cleaner the same year. Like brand new, only $6,995. I don't see this lasting the whole sale. Today's the first day. I bet you it's gone before the end of the day. And here's another great example. Here I have a 2019 GMC Acadia, super clean, ready for a family to take it over. This one's only $15,488. Another one that won't last through this sale. Get down here and see it. And yet another one. Here is a 2021 Honda Accord. Beautiful for those of you that are driving back and forth to Vegas, you commuters, wherever you're driving. This is going to save you a lot of money on fuel. And this one you could take it home for only $22,488. All right, when you come and see us, we have great financing. We have more than 100 banks, finance companies, and credit unions that we work with. We work with all kinds of credit. So regardless of what your reservations are, come and talk to us. We'll sit down, we'll figure it out, and we'll do our best to get you the vehicle that you're looking for. When you come down to Saida Trudeau, come during the tent sale. We're going to be here Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Thursday the 14th through Sunday the 17th, 9 till 7 Monday through Friday. Saturday we're going to be 9 till 6, or Saturday 9 to 6, and Sunday we're going to be here from 9 o'clock to 4 o'clock. So make sure you come down and see us. We look forward to seeing you.
Well, as we head to break, we're letting you know that the Mama Van will soon be in town. All those details and more when News 25 returns.
You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on.
Welcome back to News 25. Well, in today's health news, if you're in the Pahrump area and you're due for a mammogram, or if you're just looking to stay on top of your health, help is coming up directly to you.
Optum Nevada is rolling out its Medicine on the Move mobile medical center this month, bringing free preventative screenings right into local communities. On Thursday, August 28th, from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m., the mobile unit will be parked at Southwest Medical's Pahrump Healthcare Center, offering on-site mammograms and other general health screenings. The Medicine on the Move program is designed to make preventative care easy, convenient, and accessible, especially those who may have a hard time getting to a traditional clinic. It travels across both southern and northern Nevada, aiming to catch health concerns early and promote wellness close to home. These services are completely free for Optum Nevada members. To schedule your appointment or to check when the clinic might be in your area, just call 1-800-382-0870 or head to optum.com/Nevada.
In more health news, even though high school football season is in full swing with practices every day, along with that excitement of the new season also comes concerns about concussions, which is considered a mild traumatic brain injury. So is there a tool that athletes can use to try to protect their brain while playing the sport that we all love?
Today's health report is brought to you by Desert View Hospital. When you or a loved one needs medical attention, Desert View Hospital is ready to help. We've been providing friendly and compassionate care to our neighbors since 2006, including emergency services available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Visit desertviewhospital.com to learn more. With limited exceptions, physicians are not employees or agents of this hospital.
There are a lot of different items on the market, such as collars or helmet covers that athletes are using that are billed to prevent concussion. Unfortunately, none of these things have solid evidence behind them.
Dr. Marie Schaefer is a sports medicine specialist with Cleveland Clinic and treats concussion, which is considered a mild traumatic brain injury. She says while there's no equipment proven to prevent concussion, there are ways to reduce the risk. Strengthening muscles in the head, neck, and upper back may help. Wearing a mouthguard may also offer some protection, especially for hockey players. But the most important thing is to know when to stop playing.
Where athletes really get themselves into trouble, they continue to play, they get another even minor hit, and the symptoms get even more amplified. There's the risk of something called second impact syndrome, where if you have a head injury and then you get another hit, your brain could actually swell and you become unconscious, and it could lead to death. So that's why it's very important to report these as soon as you feel the symptoms.
Well, in today's electrifying news, in a world that's constantly changing, Valley Electric Association stays committed to staying ahead of the curve.
This segment of News 25 is brought to you by Valley Electric and its family of companies focused on serving our members. We're better together.
The energy industry is evolving, and so is your electric cooperative. From the technologies we use to power people's lives and incorporating cleaner energy sources to helping our members make more informed decisions about their energy use, we're listening to our community's needs and finding new ways to adapt for the future. But there's one thing that will never change: our commitment to the community we serve. We work to make our community better by investing in a brighter energy future with new energy technologies, providing members flexible, convenient options for conducting business with the co-op, and creating economic opportunities for our community. That's the spirit of electric cooperatives. We have a history of inclusion, creating opportunity, and rising up in the face of adversity. After all, that's how electric co-ops were formed more than 80 years ago. We were created by the people we serve, and that's still who we are today. The energy industry will continue to change. Most things do, but through it all, you can continue to count on your electric co-op to be there for you. A champion for local economic development and a trusted partner for our members, all while providing affordable, reliable, responsible energy for today, tomorrow, and whatever lies ahead.
Speaking of technological innovations, we have this week's tech tip for you after this break.
You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on. News 25 is brought to you by Mountain West Lawyer, Injury Attorneys, 727-9500.
Welcome back. Now here's Josh Osborne from Pahrump's very own Great Computer Deals discussing slow Wi-Fi speeds that bother us all.
Hey guys, Josh Osborne here with Pahrump's own Great Computer Deals. It's time for another quick tutorial. Today's topic: Josh, why is my internet so slow? Well, there are three major reasons for that, and we're going to discuss all of them right now. Number one, your internet is slow because your internet service provider sucks. Yeah, I said it. I've lived in Pahrump for 20 years. Internet service out here has never been great. Fortunately, it's improving. But for a lot of us that are out there, we get our internet via a dish that's attached to our home, pointing to a radio tower down the road. Why? Because our neighborhood does not have fiber optics laid there just yet. So we're having to get it wirelessly. Problem is, everybody else in the neighborhood also has one of these dishes that's pointed to the same radio tower, and we're all tapping into one giant bowl of internet. Yummy! Problem is, at peak times when kids come home from school, parents come home from work, everybody's on their devices at the same time, and the speeds are just dipping, and there's not enough strong bandwidth to cover all those customers. It's a real problem. And they're pretty sneaky with these internet service providers on their wording. When they sign you up, they're going to say words like up to 25 megs or up to 50 megs, knowing that they're not going to probably get you the 25 or the 50 down. They're going to try their best to get it to you. And what I would recommend is to use a bandwidth tester online. You can get them very easily. Just open up your computer, go to Google, type in the words speed test, and the very first thing that comes up will be a speed test button that's blue that says run test. When you click on it, a little speedometer is going to come up. It's going to tell you what number you're getting. If you're on the 25 plan or the 50 plan, you should be getting numbers somewhat close to that. I know it's not going to be exact, but you want to be somewhere in the vicinity. If you're not, you need to contact your internet service provider and demand to get your money's worth. I think that's only fair. Another reason for slow internet that's not your service provider could be your router. A lot of these folks that come into our store, they tell us about the routers and they're 5, 6, 7, sometimes even 8 years old, and they've been on running 24 hours a day nonstop, and they're just not up to date. The technology is ancient, and that's actually throttling their internet. You've got to update those routers every couple years, and always go with a good model. Go with a name brand. Don't get these pieces of junk on eBay for 50 bucks and then be surprised that it's not that good. Like Mama always said, you get what you pay for. The number 3 reason for slow internet, besides your internet service or your router, is just the amount of usage at your home. People nowadays, they got so many different devices that they can't even forget about. The kids in your home are playing video games. Your wife's on her tablet. You're on your smart TV watching football. All the different security cameras and doorbell cameras in your home, all are using internet. All these different devices, and you don't realize you're only allotted so much internet. And all those different devices are just choking that out, and you don't have any left. So what you might consider doing is contacting your internet service and upgrading your plan to give yourself a little bit more bandwidth and see if that helps. Fortunately, for us that live in Pahrump, things are improving. Companies are seeing Pahrump as a viable town to invest in, and you're seeing a lot of fiber optics being run down major streets. So it is getting better, folks. Be patient. We're going to get higher packages and better speeds, kind of like the Las Vegas crowd has here in Pahrump, and it is going to improve. But there's a couple different things we talked about. Hope that helps you diagnose where the actual issue is and improve upon it. If you guys have any more questions, feel free to stop by our store anytime. We're open 9 to 3, Monday through Friday. We love you guys. We're here to help you out. Feel free to stop in anytime. Anyway, we'll catch you guys on the next quick tutorial.
News 25 WeatherCam is brought to you by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorney's Office in Pahrump. In a wreck, need a check? Call 702-877-1500.
Let's take a look outside at this beautiful mid-August day through our Lerner and Rowe weather cam, and look at the horses in our area. That's on Charleston Park, headed up the hill toward our station. And if you're ever coming up this way, slow down for our neighbors on this beautiful day.
Weather is sponsored by the Nevada Dairy Farmers and the Dairy Council of Nevada, sharing the love of all things dairy. Celebrate the best moments with milk. Milk the moment. And the weather is also brought to you by the Ponderosa Dairy, Nevada's largest dairy, fresh from our farm to your table.
Good evening, Nevada. My name is Rory Rosell, coming to you from the Channel 25 Weather Studios, and taking a look at Nevada right now. Up in northern Nevada, Fernley is looking at 95 degrees, Fallon is at 97, Carson City, Tonopah, and Goldfield are both sitting, all three, at 91 degrees today. Beatty is at 100, Amargosa and Las Vegas are both sitting at 105, and Death Valley is at 116 today. But here in the beautiful paradise of Pahrump, it's currently 102. The high today was 103. Wind was blowing south at 12 miles per hour with sunny skies. The humidity was 9%, and the sun rose this morning at 6:01 and will be setting tonight at 7:34 p.m. The humidity raises up to 14%, and the wind continues to blow southeast at 10 miles per hour. The low tonight's going to be not very low, but pretty low at 75 degrees. Let's take a look at that 7-day forecast that we will be seeing. Tomorrow will be 100 degrees, 98 on both Saturday and Sunday, 100 degrees on Monday, 103 on Tuesday, 105 on both Wednesday and Thursday. So make sure to stay hydrated, even though it is going to be a pretty nice weekend. Back to the desk, here's Unette.
Thanks so much, Rory, for your second to last weather forecast around here. We are truly going to miss your sun shining face. Well, that does it for this edition of News 25. I'm Unette Gentry, and from all of us here at KPVM and Days Country Radio, thanks so much for tuning in, and we'll see you on the air next newscast. Good night.